Hey everyone, my name is Soliyana Tilahun. Today, on October month, I take over the Danish Embassy, Denmark Ambassador of Sune Krogstrup. And today, early in the morning, I've been there with the Plan International staffs. And when I go there, he welcomed me with great pleasure and smiley faces in his office. And after that, we are communicating each other through our whole day session, what's going to be. And he briefs me our plans for today. And after that, I just tell him about myself, a little bit personal careers and also my future plan when we are discussing on the round table. And after that, he visits me the ambassador's office in different staff's office throughout the compound. And I see the finance department and also the head's office and other ambassadors' offices. So that after we visit the place, we go to the meeting room with the meeting hall. And when we go there, it's my presentation session with the women staffs of the Danish Embassy. And I presented about this year theme on the GBV in the name of heaven. So that I presented the current situation of gender-based violence in Ethiopia and also the heaven stories, just to highlight for the Danish embassy and also other staff. They're already aware of it, but just to highlight and stress it. After my presentation, we have a discussion session with women's staffs of the Danish embassy. And after that, we discussed on what Danish embassy is going so far on the gender-based violence, women in leadership, on also the exercising the leadership as a young women. So that they told me that they are working on the GBVs also. They are want to stress GBV as my presentation. So that after we finish the presentation, I have a Zoom meeting with Melina from Palestine. And we are talking about her career paths and also the future equality and opportunities that are presented for girls and young women. We're discussing on unpaid career work, economical instability, and also the gender-based violence cases that happen in Gaza. She briefs us the Gaza scenario, and also I explained about the Amara, Tigray, and other regions in conflict areas that girls and young women are in the crisis still now. So we're discussing on these issues with her, and we have so much in common when we're talking about GBV. And she's also highlighted that her career paths, the opportunity she got, and also what are the challenges that girls and young women faced. So after we discussed that, we are going to, our next session is going to be to visit the Hamlin Catherine Festival in Ethiopia. And we go there with the ambassador and we're visiting after they are giving a brief explanation, Hamlin Catherine Ethiopian, what's their work so far in the festulas, about Catherine's story. And we visit the compound about the women that are after surgery, also their protection, and also the nurse aides who live there. We see the different women who works there, so they are so capable, they are so willing to share things, and also they are amazing women after the survival, after their trauma, so that they're working on psychological, not only physical treatment, they work on psychological things. And after we visit the compound, we go out, and that's for our day with an ambassador, so that he thanks me for our day. He's happy with our conversation, and also I'm glad to meet him because he's so kind and he shared everything. As a young woman, we expect to be an ambassador, but there is a fear when we communicate an ambassador, but this time is different. They welcomed us in a good face, so that he said goodbye to me, and I hope we see in advance in the next session, because we are discussing on youth advisory panel. So they already have the youth advisory panel, but he wants to restructure it again. So I hope we'll communicate it again in that scenario. And after that, with the bilateral team, we are going to lunch, and we have a fruitful discussion on the lunch. and we're discussing some personal issues with their we're exchanging ideas. And so far, that's my day for the Danish Embassy takeover for Girls Takeover in October 9. And I'm very happy. Takeovering the ambassador place is not an easy thing. It's just a golden opportunity for me. And I'm happy, and I would like to thank you, Plan International, for facilitating this kinds of opportunity. And also I'd like to thank the user advisory panel, and also lastly, Danish Embassy, all the staffs member, the ambassador, the staffs member, and other partners who welcomed us. I would like to thank you for their patience, for their hearing us as the youth. And thank you very much. And also Catherine Hamden Hospital, I would like to thank you for their brief presentation and for their visit. Thank you very much. That's all my day. Thank you.